Actions to avoid during Muharram * Muharram al-Haram marks the first month of the Islamic calendar and is one of the sacred months. While this month holds significant virtues, certain actions should be specifically avoided as they contradict Islamic teachings or are considered innovations bid'at. Here are 20 such actions to steer clear of during Muharram al-Haram, along with a detailed explanation for each. Lamenting and self-flagellation, * crying out loudly over the deceased, beating one's chest, tearing clothes, and lamenting are strictly forbidden in Islamic teachings. These actions go against patience and fall under the category of excessive grief, jazafaza, which is impermissible, najais, and forbidden haram. Self-harm, practices like chain lashing, zangir, zani, self-flagellation with knives, wounding oneself with swords, or any other method of causing physical harm, are absolutely forbidden and against the fundamental principles of Islam. Islam mandates the preservation of life. Un-Islamic customs avoiding marriages. Considering Muharram a month of mourning, and thus avoiding marriages or other joyful celebrations, or deeming it inauspicious, is baseless and incorrect. It is a Hijri month with its own virtues, and considering it unlucky for any celebratory occasion is a form of ignorance. Considering halim or special dishes obligatory, specifically preparing halim or any other special dish on the 10th of Muharram and believing it to be a source of reward is an innovation, while feeding others out of personal desire is permissible. Considering it an obligatory or religious duty is incorrect. Considering black attire obligatory, wearing black clothes specifically as a symbol of mourning and considering it a part of religion is wrong. Islamic teachings do not impose any specific restrictions on clothing colors, and making it a symbol of mourning is an innovation. Avoiding new clothes or adornment. That belief that one should not wear new clothes or adorn oneself during Muharram as a sign of mourning is also an innovation. Adorning oneself is permissible in Islam, and preventing it during this month is baseless. Avoiding specific foods. The belief that one should not eat fish or meat during Muharram is baseless and incorrect. Abstaining from permissible halal food items is not a religious command. Making symbolic graves or taziyas, constructing symbolic graves or taziyas in remembrance of the martyrs of Karbala, and venerating them or considering them supernatural. Borders on polytheism. Shirk. Islam prohibits grave worship. Exaggerated expression of personal grief. While the grief of the martyrs of Karbala is the grief of all Muslims and their martyrdom is a great tragedy, exceeding limits in this grief and transgressing the boundaries of Sharia is forbidden. Islam is a religion of moderation. Organizing processions with un-Islamic practices. Organizing processions that include lamenting, self-flagellation, polytheistic acts, shirk, or immodesty is impermissible. One should avoid participating in such processions, disrespecting companions, Sahaba and al-Bayt, during this month. Some individuals revile certain companions and insult them, which is a grave sin and against the creed of al-Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Respect for all companions and the al-Bayt is obligatory. Narrating fabricated stories. 1. Should avoid narrating unverified and concocted stories related to the incident of Karbala that are far from reality and mislead the public. Only authentic and verified narrations should be shared. Participating in taziyah rituals. Participating in taziyah rituals and related un-Islamic acts is forbidden. These rituals are based on innovations. Asterisk, restricting vows and offerings to specific days. Asterisk, while making vows and giving charity, narrow, nias, is permissible. Restricting them to specific days of Muharram and giving them the status of an obligation is incorrect. Vows and offerings can be made at any time. Engaging in music or vain amusements in any month. Asterisk, generally. Music and vain amusements are not favored in Islam, but especially during Muharram. One should refrain from such acts, whether under the pretext of mourning or any other. Burspan is for worship and reflection. Asterisk, refusing water to someone based on false beliefs. Asterisk, the belief that it will be a sin if someone asks for water in Muharram and is not given it is baseless. Providing water is a good deed and always a source of reward, but making it conditional on a specific month or holding baseless beliefs related to it is wrong. Asterisk, lying and backbiting. Asterisk, these are forbidden in all months, but given the sacredness of Muharram, it is especially important to avoid them. These are sins that are unacceptable at any time. Harming others or quarreling. Asterisk, these are never permissible, but it is even more crucial to avoid them during the sacred months. Islam teaches peace and brotherhood, inviting people towards innovations, asterisk, promoting, or inviting people to practices that are religiously incorrect and considered innovations is a major sin. One should invite others to good deeds, not to innovations. Actions done only for show. Asterisk, performing actions whose sole purpose is to show off to others, gain fame, or engage in hypocrisy is against the spirit of Islam. No action is accepted without sincerity. Asterisk, the true virtue of Muharram al-Haram lies in performing good deeds, repenting and seeking forgiveness, and dedicating oneself more to the worship of Allah Almighty. Fasting on the day of Ashura, 10th of Muharram, is a Sunnah prophetic tradition and holds great virtue. We should strive to perform actions that are permissible according to Islamic law and avoid all forms of innovations and superstitions. Asterisk, actions to avoid during Muharram. Asterisk, Muharram al-Haram marks the first month of the Islamic calendar and is one of the sacred months. While this month holds significant virtues, certain actions should be specifically avoided as they contradict Islamic teachings or are considered innovations. Be at